This is just not where I want to kind of no. I think when I sat down and felt called to share on this topic, I was envisioning that I might have more insightful things to say. And instead, what I'm feeling right now is just this really strong desire to tell you that you are not different or less than, or any of the negative stories and beliefs that you've taken on about yourself. They're not true. They're not true. Underneath this pattern, underneath this part of you that has given your power over to something outside of yourself, deep in your core, the essence of you is somebody who has so much to give in this life, so much to offer. There's a good chance that you are somebody who is, you're actually somebody who feels a lot. You're a sensitive individual. You're somebody who has the capacity for a lot of empathy and compassion. You have incredible gifts to give, and you're probably giving them right now, even amidst this period of time. And yet, there is a version of you on the other side of this. If you break through this addictive pattern, this phase of your journey, what is on the other side of that is better than you can possibly imagine. And it is not, I'm not bullshitting you in saying that. And this is not me being like, oh my God, it's great to be sober or whatever. It's not even that kind of thing. What I'm telling you is that right now, that pattern is actively suppressing your divine gifts in a way that you do not even recognize. And so when that is released and that pattern no longer has power, and you have returned that power to your true self, and now you're acting from the authentic core essence of the real you, you are going to be able to put so much out into the world that nobody else, literally what you came here to do, who you came here to be. You are this vital piece of the whole in a way that you can't even see yet. And the only thing that's holding you back is that you have not yet found the way to break through and release this energy that has a hold on you. But you can. You can. In fact, if you're watching this to this point, if you're still with me at this point, you are right there. You are right there. It is yours for the taking. So now I want to talk to you, not you, the personality, not the you that's, tuned into this, that listened to this, that pushed on this, that's still here with me. I want to talk to the you behind that you, the real you. Okay? That's who these words are for right now. You are ready. You are ready to break through. You are ready to be released, to let go, to take this trust fall into the arms of the universe, and to move into this next phase that you are destined to move into, so that you may be of the highest and greatest service to the rest of us, so that you can share those gifts in their fullest expression, not the dampened form of those gifts, but the absolutely magnificent, fullest, richest, most expansive form of those gifts, which are inside of you waiting to be expressed. And so rather than looking at this pattern as a negative. This was a phase of journey that you needed to experience and that you needed to overcome, not through your own will, but through the energy of the higher self. And you will be a better person from having experienced that. I can guarantee that. I know that's true for myself. So that's all I have. Wishing you peace and love.